Hey guys, so today I'm going to be following a makeup tutorial by one of my favourite YouTubers, who is Jeffree Star. I absolutely love his makeup tutorials. He's such a good makeup artist, and I'm going to attempt to recreate one of his makeup tutorials, which probably won't go well. We'll see. I mean, I'm probably average at makeup and he's like amazing. So anyway, I'm going to try and attempt one of his makeup tutorials today for you guys, and yeah, I'm really excited to see what happens. Without further ado, let's get into it. So I am actually just going to use a hairband just to attempt to get my fringe back a little bit, which I know looks really ugly. As you can tell, I do not suit a fringe whatsoever. I've got a massive head and I've got loads of like red patches because my skin is really bad at the moment. By the way, I'm actually following the the sugar daddy tutorial, or how to be a sugar daddy or something like that. Oh no, how to get a sugar daddy. I've just read the title.
These are my real brown hazel-ish eyes. Now for primer, today we're going to be...
I love him so much, like so much.
Sicily Double Tensier Primer. This one is
okay,
everything.
he's using
So
a primer.
my fingers and
I haven't got anything as expensive as that, so I'm going to use my Rimmel 8-hour lasting finish primer. This is really good. It's very moisturising as well. So what he appears to do is he squeezes out a bit of the product and sort of goes like this. So this is really weird for me because I don't really put on my moisturiser and stuff like this. He's doing like that sort of like circle motion. I don't know what that is, but he's doing this sort of circle motion. So I'm just going to sort of try that and just sort of go like that. I'm guessing that's sort of what he's doing. Oh god, my skin is so bloody dry, and all my little baby hairs, my fringe, are just sort of like coming up to play right now, and that is not cool. I've just primed my face, so let's carry on watching.
Foundation. Today I'm going to be going in with something I haven't really used on camera before.
He's so
it is
amazing,
from the brand Guerlain, and this is the Lingerie Foundation. Now this one is supposed to be a skin fusion-like texture where
That's like the poshest foundation I've ever seen.
Let's get a little damp beauty blender and get to work.
Okay, he's using a beauty blender. I have actually got a beauty blender, but I stopped using it because I prefer those oval brushes, but I'm obviously going to try a beauty blender for now, just to sort of copy his tutorial. The beauty blender I'm going to use is this very dirty beauty blender. I just got it cheap from Boots, I think. The foundation I'm using is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible 24-hour matte foundation, and I'm using it in the shade 20 or Sand. This is like quite high coverage and it's very like nice and it's quite easy to apply. He's dampened his beauty blender, which everyone should do ever, so I'm just using my Urban Decay setting spray for that, and I'm just using the big end. I'm sorry my beauty blender is dirty, I'm like a gross person. I'm just going to dabble a little bit of my foundation onto my hand, just sort of dip my beauty blender in as I go. He sort of dots it as well, which is ideal. I'm already like sort of half cheating, and I just really want to use like a brush right now. This is really frustrating because I don't know, I just find it really hard to use a beauty blender. I actually choose my brush. Sorry, I'm not going to completely be following this. I miss my brush so much. So I'm just going to dampen that. And I'm just gonna use that. Okay, I've blended out my foundation now, so let's get on with the next step. Banging music though. Banging.
Alright, now for concealer today, I'm going to be going in with the new NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I used this the other day in a full face first impressions, and I was shocked at how like smooth it went on my skin. I was like, oh, okay, honey. So we're gonna be dipping in again. Now I'm just gonna go in because this is mine, of course. I'm just gonna go in with the beauty blender and get some on the tip. Come on, tip. And I'm just gonna take this and put it right under my eyes.
He's using a beauty blender. Oh no. I might just use my brush. Sorry, Jeffree, but I'm gonna use my brush. I'm using an oval brush because I cannot stand beauty blenders for this tutorial. I don't know what it is, I just can't stand them, and my concealer of choice is the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer, but because it's literally getting so old, the writing has come off the packaging, so I'm just going to apply this now. Just under my eyes to start with, just along the top of my eyes and the corners. Gonna wet the brush again using the Urban Decay setting spray and just sort of start to just blend this in. I just feel like the brush is just better just for makeup application. That's my concealer done. She's so much more concealer than I have.
Oh my god, you guys, this concealer like melts into your skin, maybe because the beauty blender's damp and it like really works well with it, but only thing I wish is the shade was a little lighter. This is their lightest shade. This is number 1. I just wish there was a little bit more, but I'm gonna add some powder in a second and brighten it and set this face. Now I'm gonna take my MAC Studio Fix in shade Shivering White with the damp beauty blender.
White.
I've been doing this for years, and lately I have kind of been, I've been trying so many new products. I've been steering away from this, but I'm going back to my favorite trick of really like lightening the under eyes and looking lifted. So we're gonna take that on the damp beauty blender, and what I do is I'll just take it right under the eyes and I will press it in almost like an upside down triangle.
It seems like he's using like a powder and he's using his beauty blender to set his eye concealer or something. I pretend to know what I'm talking about with makeup, but it's just like... So I'm using the Rimmel Stay Matte powder, which looks like this, and some just fell on the floor, which is the translucent shade. Packaging has broken quite badly, so I can't actually show you what it looks like, but that is the pan. I don't know what that was. That sounded like a cat, so I apologise. I think it was my boyfriend. Awkward. I'm just going to use the smaller end of the beauty blender and wet it, and then I'm just going to pat some powder into it. This is something I've actually never done before, so this will be interesting, and just sort of set my, it says in like a triangle sort of shape, so I'm just going to go and do that just under my eyes. Hopefully it set it, but yeah, let's carry on with the tutorial.
Type of motion, and it just gives you in a look.
Okay, I didn't do it like that.
Ooh, her skin is
Let's try and do that now. So.
Alright, now we're gonna really set the under eyes and anywhere where I put concealer.
So I'm just gonna do that because that's what he did, and I did not do that. So I'm just gonna sort of like pat it instead of, because I sort of brushed it, and I don't think that's how you're meant to do this.
The chin, the bridge of my nose, and of course the forehead, and I'm gonna go in with my favorite setting powder of all time, the La Mer, the powder.
It's got different powders for different things. My gosh, I only got one for one.
Forever to
whole
dip
my
into
face.
the powder. It melts right into your skin, and it is a nice little beauty hack. And we're just gonna buff that into the skin, and you can leave it and just have it sit there for a minute while it soaks in, and you can brush it away in a second.
Okay, I've never baked before, so this could be very interesting. I'm just gonna use the same powder. I don't know if it will work or if it will not work. Okay, so he just did his skin, he just did his chin rather, and his under eyes again, so I guess I'm gonna do that. I don't even know how this is gonna look, but I'm gonna attempt this. It's not even like showing. I don't know if it's meant to show. Let's do a bit more. Ooh, that looks so great. I don't even know if this is what I meant to be doing, but you know, I've attempted it anyway.
Now I'm just gonna take a little synthetic
forehead
brush and brush off all of the loose powder. And now it's time to
literally see like powder dropping as I'm doing this, so it's like, oh, no clue what I'm doing anymore. Makeup's just going everywhere. He just like brushes it off, so I think I am failing at this tutorial, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna use my big brush. This is a Real Techniques powder brush, I believe. It's quite a big one. and I'm just going to brush off some of the excess.
Do a little bit of contour, if you will. So today I'm going to be going in with a brand new bronzer that I just discovered at Sephora, and it is from the brand Marc Jacobs. Of course, Marc Jacobs Beauty is...
Has he not done foundation? Yeah, this is weird.
This is the new coconut bronzer. Look how big the
Maybe he's not doing foundation.
Yes, you know I'm a size queen. Oh my god, it smells so good. It's like pure coconut in your nose. And this shade is called Tantastic. It is the Mega Bronzer. And this is, of course, limited edition in the beautiful, stunning white packaging. Now, it also has a brush you can buy with it, which looks something like this. Look how big that brush is, though. Look at that. Now, I think you're supposed to, use the brush with this and go in. I'm not sure.
He's
wow,
bronzing.
that's like a lot of product. So I might go in a little bit just to see what it looks like. I'm scared it's gonna be really pigmented. I guess there's only one way to find out.
Okay, so he's just like contouring his cheekbones. So for that, I'm gonna use my bronzer from Rimmel, I believe. I think it's a Rimmel one. It's called Sunkissed. This is in 025 Sun Glow, the shade. So I'm just going to sort of softly contour with my big brush.
Alright, I just bronzed up my entire face.
Okay.
We hit the cheeks, forehead, jawline, and nose. Oh, even my brush smells like coconut. I'm like, fuck, I'm hungry now, girl. Fuck! Now, we are going to do some highlight right now.
Yes! My favourite part is highlight. I can't wait.
My new favorite combination is Peach Goddess with Eclipse Skin Frost, mixing these together. Oh my lord. So I am going to take this Anastasia A23 brush, and we are going to go into Peach Goddess. Hi.
Okay, so he's doing highlighter. So my highlighter of choice, I'm using the Becca Moonstone one. This is like a little mini, it's so cute. I love it so much, but this is like a perfect highlighter. And I'm using my fan brush from New Look. I'm just going to put that on this little bit here, just above my cheekbones or on him, will be fine.
Alright, Peach Goddess is laid down. Now I'm going to take out Eclipse and use a Morphe 510 brush. And we're just going to gently caress the moon and put that right over. Ooh, Lord help me now.
I think you choose two different highlighters and I haven't got that.
Alright, now you guys have seen me do my brows a million times, so I'm going to quickly do them off camera with a little bit of Benefit Precisely My Brow and the Anastasia Dip Brow, and I'll be right back. Alright, now let's...
Okay, so he's just on his brows. So for my brows, I'm using the NYX Eyebrow Cake powder that looks like this, and it's faded yet again. All my makeup's faded. And it's in the blonde shade. It's in ECP06, and it's blonde shade. I'm gonna go in with the smaller, fail. I'm gonna go in the smaller one that's got the pan, or hitting the pan rather. I don't really, it's weird because I don't usually like carve my brows out. I literally just like follow them down. Just using an angled brush. Any angled brush is fine. And just fill them out basically. I don't carve them out or anything. I'm just gonna follow them. Okay, so my brows are now done, and I'm just going to use a brow gel to set them. This is the Rimmel London Brow This Way gel. This is a really good gel to like just set your brows and make sure that they're looking on fleek all day.
Let's get these eyes started. Today we're going to be using the YSL Couture Eye Primer. So remember to always, of course, use a synthetic makeup brush when applying any primers.
Okay. He's using an eye primer. I'm using the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, which looks like this. I'm just gonna squeeze a little bit out, nothing too heavy because, you know, a lot goes a long way with this product. And literally just sort of go on my eyelids very gently and just sort of rub it in.
Alright, now that the primer is down, I'm going to take a ivory shade and put it all over my lid up to the brow bone. And I'm going to be really shady because it is a shadow that I am working on for the fall.
Okay. So he's just using an ivory shade all over the lid up to the brow. I'm going to use my Urban Decay Naked palette. This is the original Naked palette. And I'm just going to go in with this shade. This is a Real Techniques eyeshadow brush, but it's like a big one. I don't know the actual name, but I'll leave it all in the description for you guys. I'm just going to use this and dot this all over my lids up to my brow.
And it's not final, so no one go crazy and post about it, or you can't post about it because I love when you do that. But it's just a shadow that I'm working on that I'm not going to show on camera yet because I don't know if I'm going to change it or alter it. But the fun thing about lab samples is that you can play around with it for a while and tweak it any which way you want. So it's kind of similar to my shade China White in the Beauty Killer palette, but it's a little more intense. Now this eye look is really simple. It looks a little smoky and dramatic, but I really only used like 2 brushes and literally 2 eyeshadows. So we're going to pull out my Androgyny eyeshadow palette. And today we are going to, I'm feeling like Vanna White. Ta-da! Today we are going to be dipping into only a few shades. And one of them, which is the main star of the look, is of course Charm, my favorite transition color for really any look. And we're literally just going to start patting this on our eye. So you're gonna take the brush and you're just gonna start in the inner corner, and I'm gonna go like this. And that is like a little placeholder for where I am going to stop. So we're gonna start there, and now we're gonna take this brush with the same, of course, shadow, and we're gonna go all the way over. And then you're gonna take it, and I'm gonna start going into my crease, and we're gonna go all the way in like this, and you're gonna stop it right outside of the eye. And now you're gonna fill it in and do the same on the other side.
I think I'm gonna head in with my Morphe palette actually, because I've a colour that's very reminiscent to that, but it's like an orange tone, so it might be slightly different. So this is my Morphe Picasso palette, and I'm just gonna go in with this orange colour. So I'm gonna start with my Real Techniques shading brush, and I'm just gonna do the inner corner first. Just sort of making sure that I don't go too mental. These shadows, like, they need to be built up a bit. So I'm just going to fill that in as well with this brush, which is a Real Techniques VO4. Fill that in.
Up in the air, I want you to jump.
So I am just packing on Charm all over the lid, and what I quickly did off camera is I took a blending brush and I just kind of feathered it out, barely with any product on the end. You're just gonna go and basically in little motions like this, you're just gonna blend up and outward.
Okay, I'm just gonna blend it out now, and just very little product, and just blending it up and outwards. Probably not as good as him.
And now we're going to take a tiny little MAC detailer brush. This is the 221, and we're going to dip into shade Dominatrix, this beautiful dark chocolate shade right here. A little goes a long way with this one, so I like to coat the bristles completely, knock it off a little bit, and then this is really easy. I'm gonna put this right in my crease, so I'm gonna tilt my head up a little bit. So we're just gonna massage this into the crease and give us that really dramatic look.
Okay, so he's got a dark shadow and he's just blending it into the crease. I'm going to use my Naked palette by Urban Decay, which looks like this. I think I'm going to use one of either Smog or Dark Horse, which is one of these two here. I think I might try Dark Horse. And let's put it on my crease.
Alright, now this eye look is almost done. We just gotta smoke out the under, but before I do that, I'm just gonna go back into Eclipse really quickly with the brush we put on the primer. And we're just gonna go right below the brow bone, and we're just gonna pack on some Eclipse right in the arch of my brow, just so it gives it a more uplifted look. Alright, now
I'm gonna go back in with my Naked palette, and I'm gonna go in with the white shade, which is Virgin. I don't think this is actually looking anything like it should. But, you know, I'm not a professional makeup artist, so it's fine.
We're gonna go in with one of my all-time favorite black liners. This is Smolder from MAC. And I am just going to put this in my waterline quickly and then get to smoking.
Oh no. I'm not doing that, by the way. I hate, like, doing anything with my waterline. I just hate it. It makes me cringe. So, if you don't mind, I'm gonna just, like, not do that bit just because I hate doing stuff with my waterline.
Alright, now I'm going to go back in with Charm. We're literally just gonna place this right below the waterline and just drag it out. And sometimes I like to tilt my head so there's no fallout.
I'm just gonna take the orange shadow from the Morphe palette, which is this one, and I'm just gonna use my Urban Decay brush, which I got in my naked palette, just go underneath the waterline.
Alright, now I'm going to take another tiny little brush. This is the Morphe 507, and I'm going to go back into Dominatrix for one split second, and I'm literally just going to brush right below where I put Smolder, only like barely. So it's just only going to give you a little bit of a liner effect, but like barely. This is like just a little detail I want to add. Ah, hi there. Now it is time.
I'm just going to go in with my naked palette again, and I'm just going to use the shade Dark Horse, which is there. I suppose this is going to sort of create the effect of liner, so it's all good. And then I'm just going to do a bit of orange on the bottom again, because I've done a bit too much brown.
For mascara. So of course, y'all know I'm about to go in with my Benefit Roller Lash Mascara, and then we're gonna put on some falsies, so let's get to it.
So for my mascara, I'm gonna go in with the Max Factor Voluptuous False Lash Mascara.
If you feeling so lit and don't care, shorty beating her face in the mirror, up in the air. I want you to jump.
Alright, now I'm gonna quickly pop on some lashes, and today I'm gonna go in with the Lily Lashes in Style Miami. These are really gorgeous, but not too dramatic. I want the eyes to really have a moment of like, hi, I'm peachy and I'm here, bitch. So I'll be right back. Alright, lashes are on. Now it's time for the lips. Today I'm going to be going in with the Marc Jacobs Liquid Lip Cream in shade, what is this one called again? Yours to Try. This is a beautiful warm toned nude color. I think it's going to go perfect with this eye look.
My nude lipstick of choice is the Gosh Velvet Touch lipstick in shade 146 in Cappuccino.
Look.
Like you trying to get stuck in the air.
Alright, lips are on. Ooh, I love this color combo right now. Alright, I think the only thing left to do is set the face, and not to sound like this is a coconut Marc Jacobs horror ad, but they also came out with a brand new setting spray, and I just got all this stuff in the mail right before I filmed this, so I thought, you know what, let's give this a whirl. Now you will see some missing because I was trying out the pump. I heard so many mixed reviews online, and I saw my girl Jaclyn Hill on Snapchat a few weeks ago using this, and a lot of people were saying that the spray came out like really, like, I guess intense. I noticed that if you don't press down all the way, it does kind of shoot out. So quick advice for anyone that has this or is about to try it, you have to go all the way down, and then it creates a beautiful fine mist. So I saw a lot of people just kind of like venting or asking me, have I tried this yet? So I haven't tried it on my face. I've just sprayed it a million times. So let's see what happens.
The setting spray that I'm using is the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. So I'm just going to spray that on my face. My face is literal wet right now. I don't know if he's going to do anything else, but we'll see.
Ooh. Oh, it smells so good. I forgot to even say what this is called, you guys. Sorry. This is the Perfecting Coconut Setting Mist Recover, it says on the bottom. Now, I am noticing that it didn't completely like dry down on my forehead area, but the rest of my face it did. So I'm just going to take this beauty blender and just kind of buff out those little like, almost looks like droplets on my forehead. There we go.
So I'm just going to keep mine exactly the same.
Pretty blended. Now, the setting spray also said that it was supposed to lock in your makeup for like 24 hours. I'm like, girl, I ain't wearing makeup for more than 6 hours. But I will let you guys know in the description box if this worked for me or not. But so far, it smells amazing. I mean, all the coconut stuff is just like,
I
don't know,
know,
I'm like
it's
hungry
so
right now.
saucy,
I'm like
isn't it?
craving a chocolate bar with some coconut shavings on it. But alright you guys, I think that this look is almost complete. I want to change my hair and do something a little different because so many of you are like, girl, where's your Slay intro shots? Where's the fucking wigs? Well, I'll be right back then. And this is the final look.
This look is done. I might have to just sort of put some sort of different lipstick on because I don't like this one in the slightest. This is more of a pinky nude. This is the Collection Satin Bow lipstick. This is more of a pinky, so this should actually suit me. That is my finished makeup look. It's nowhere near as good as Jeffree Star's. This is probably not the best look I've done, so don't hate on me. I'm fairly impressed with how it turned out, I think. I'm not hating it, but I'm not loving it. It's very weird seeing me with a nude because I barely wear nudes. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to give me a like and to subscribe to me if you would like to see more of me. Remember, if you want to see more of my videos as well, remember to hit the bell. Leave me a comment maybe if you'd like to see me doing another sort of video like this, or if you did like it, if you didn't like this look. I'd love to hear your feedback basically. So I will be back next Saturday with another video, as I post a new video every week. So I'd love to see you there. See you in my next video, guys. Bye.